Good morning, Neshoba. Leah and Aaron here with this week's news.
Coming up, Neshoba alum Matt Hoff releases his film, Class Elections, and an important senior update. That and much more on this edition of Neshoba News.
Congratulations to the 80 students that received a letter of acceptance into the National Honor Society. The induction ceremony is taking place on Thursday, May 25th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium with light refreshments served after the ceremony. Both students and staff are invited to attend.
Stowe native and Neshoba graduate Matt Hoff had made his debut film, The Boys Go. The film was made on a budget of only $40,000. The film follows 4 high school graduates on their last camping trip before college. Think Stand By Me meets Dazed and Confused. Come witness this one-time event at the historic Strand Theater and get dinner while you're at it. Doors open at 6:30 p.m., film screens from 7:30 to 9 p.m., and a Q&A will take place at 9 to 9:30. Here's a quick trailer.
Don't you cherish me to see? Never keep your eyes clear. Hold me for the pops and cleanse. I was all before the fire's clear.
And now to Paul with a special senior report.
Attention seniors, permission slips and payment of $35 for the Six Flags trip is due today. Permission slips can be found in the main office or on the Facebook group page. Checks can be made payable to Neshoba Class of 2017. In addition, you must sign up online and fill out the registration form on the Facebook group for Senior Banquet by today if you would like to attend. Even though this event is free, registration is mandatory. In addition, the deadline for ordering graduation tickets is today. Please make sure you bring your money and order form to the main office. If you do not bring it by today, there is no guarantee that your family will have seats. And lastly, please take your Google Files with you before you leave Neshoba by using Google Takeout. Please do this before the end of May. Information can be found on the high school website. You may also want to consider Delete Day and clean up your high school social media accounts before heading to college. Back to you, Leah and Aaron.
Students going on the Fenway Park field trip /tour on Wednesday, May 24th must get their completed permission slips to Mr. Poirier no later than Tuesday, May 23rd, or they will not go on the field trip and will not receive a refund. See Mr. Poirier in room 255 with questions.
Calling all prom goers or anyone with a car, truck, or even a motorcycle. Come to the high school parking lot this Saturday from 10 to 2, and for a $5 donation, your vehicle will be washed spick and span, just in time for prom or other weekend celebrations. Your support will help send our Destination Imagination Engineering State Champs to the Global Finals Tournament in Knoxville. Good luck to the 2017 Destination Imagination Engineering team representing Massachusetts at the Global Finals next week in Knoxville, Tennessee. The team is Shannon Henderson, Colleen Henderson, Elise Snonian, and Charlotte Snonian. They will be joined by over 17,000 students at the tournament. Good luck to Team High Carbonation.
Attention juniors, you will be signing up for English electives next week. If you are signing up for Senior Accelerated English, take a look at this senior project option.
space, but I like to consider it a place for really students to go express their creativity.
My senior project is focusing on seasonal change from winter to spring and giving awareness towards SAD disorder.
I want to do pizza because it's such a universal food.
I decided to do my senior project on nutrition because that's what I'm majoring in.
So, what made you turn on to this challenge or experience that you're doing?
I've always kind of wanted to participate in it.
I really wanted to come in to senior projects, creating something that I can look back on and that I can use in my future experiences with filming.
It's definitely been a process. I'd say it's very interesting being able to dive down into a topic that you enjoy and really get to know more about individual pieces of that topic.
It kind of gave me an idea of what college is going to be like, having to be independent and doing research on your own and for it to be long term.
So doing long-term and in-depth learning was more independent than I would have ever expected.
I started to go into this class knowing that I wanted to make a documentary and film, and that's something I really want to do in my future as I move on to college.
What we try to do with this class is make an alternative to the traditional English class where you read books and write papers about the books. And we wanted to have an opportunity for students to explore a topic that they really cared about.
Juniors, here's some last-minute prom info. Number 1, if you have not settled all outstanding obligations, including class dues, please do so by the end of school on Friday. All obligations must be settled in order to attend prom. Number 2, if you have a condition which requires you to use medication, an EpiPen, or an inhaler in emergency situations, please be aware that it is your responsibility to bring these along to prom with you. Number 3, the doors to prom will open at 6 p.m. on Saturday. Chairlift rides will run from 6 to 6:40. If you are interested in riding the chairlift, please arrive to prom by 6:30 at the latest. If not, please arrive no later than 7 p.m. This dinner buffet will begin at 7:15 with dancing to follow. Prom will end promptly at 11 p.m. And number 4, Neshoba After Prom is taking place on Saturday evening. And lastly, no refunds will be issued for prom tickets that were purchased.
Now to Vicky with class elections.
Class elections are happening today. There is only one seat in the sophomore class being contested. All other officers are running unopposed. The following officers will hold their seat for next year. For rising seniors, your officers will continue to be President Quinn O'Hagan, VP Will Angenico, Secretary Isabella Stringfellow, Treasurer Drake Shearing. For rising juniors, your officers will be President Patami Dabano, Secretary Asha Patel, Treasurer Andrews Fish, but this year there are 2 people running for Vice President. We will hear from them. The incumbent, the current VP Julia Rocha first, and then her challenger Erin Megan.
I'm Julia Rocha, and this year I will be running for Vice President again. I was kind of hoping I didn't have to do this, since I already told my mom I won, but since there are other candidates running for VP, I had to actually write a speech this year. Now, next year is a crucial year for us to actually come together as a class. The other 3 class officers and I have been working really hard on planning prom and making sure everybody will be happy with it. So why would you want to put someone who doesn't know what's going on and may affect the progress we have made in the last year in office? I've been instrumental in raising a lot of money over the last year through selling water bottles, hosting our movie night, and selling tickets to Spring Fling. We only have 2 years of high school left, and I want to make the class of 2019 my priority. The biggest promise I am making to you is that I will work as hard as I can to make junior year 10 million times better than sophomore year, but I may not be able to do that without your vote. If I've not convinced you to vote for me, or if you believe that I'm not good enough to be VP, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be making a fool of ourselves. Happy voting, sophomores.
Hi, class of 2019. I'm Erin Megan, and I'm running for Vice President of the sophomore class. I love Neshoba, and I think being the Vice President will give me the best opportunity to make our high school experience the best it can be. I believe Neshoba should be an all-inclusive environment, and I would like to see everyone get involved in school events.
Hate being left out, whether it's not being picked for a team or being picked for a team and then showing up and realizing that the team doesn't exist or that the sport doesn't exist. I should have known. Poop ball?
I would like to raise a lot of money so we can have a great prom and after prom, and so we never end up like this.
I declare bankruptcy!
In the face of challenges, I know how to stay calm. Hi, class.
Thank you for those videos. And rising sophomores, your class officers will be President Dan Domino, VP Chris Yap, Treasurer Nate Helver, but your new secretary will be Maggie Oberles. Rising juniors, you may now vote for your choice for vice president by going on to chieftainpress.net on your phones and clicking on the link at the top of the page that says Polls Vote Here. We will announce the winner at the end of the day. Now back to you, Leah and Erin.
Nominations for Educator of the Year are due Sunday, May 21st, no later than 5. Nominations can be made by students, staff, parents, and community members for staff who exemplify qualities exceeding the norm for being an educator. To nominate a staff member, go to Endowment Fund's website.
Saturday, May 13th, the 5th annual Play for Will game was held at Neshoba. The Spartans took over the Neshoba teachers. The game was a memorable one with the Z-Murphs shooting 2 threes. The Spartans stole a sweet victory against the teachers. The event raised $4,065 and it is going to a great causes like the Jimmy Fund, Tecumseh Foundation, all in memory of Will Hurley and Leah Tepper.
The last choral concert of the year will be held tonight at 7 p.m. in the NRHS auditorium. Join us at this Pops concert to hear Pops hits, Broadway tunes, and movie music. In addition to our choral ensembles, 10 seniors will be performing solos in different styles from Disney to Broadway and beyond throughout the evening. Please join us for a fun night of senior highlight celebration. Now to...
Good morning, Neshoba. Sean and Jasper here with this week's spring sports updates.
On Saturday, the boys and girls track teams competed in the District E class meet, and yesterday they competed in the league meet. There were many winners at both events, including first place finishers Aaron McNeamer and Chloe Dewhurst for high jump, Luke Hallbrooks first for high jump with a jump of 6 feet, Will Cruikshank first for hurdles, and Grant Edwards first for the mile. Anna Krusman got first in the shot put, and Ryan Galuli and Kyle Cloutier got second and third for the mile in 94-degree heat. Other strong finishers in the 2 meets were Bryn McConnell, Jordan Bricknell, Kate Anderson, Emily Vivanco, Makesha Gonzalez, Ashlyn McClure, and Ella Lemieux.
On Monday, the Celtics-Wizards series came to a tumultuous and cataclysmic conclusion, with the Celtics coming out victorious after this long and arduous battle between 2 powerhouse teams in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics went on to face the Cleveland Cavaliers, who swept the Toronto Raptors earlier this month on Wednesday. The Cavs, led by star LeBron James, gained an early lead and were up by over 20 points at the half. Although the Celtics outscored the Cavs in the second half, it was not enough to make up the difference, and the Cavs won 117-104. The Celtics and the Cavs will face off again tonight in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, fighting for the right to battle for the NBA championship.
Last week, the Neshoba boys lacrosse team defeated Shepherd Hill 11-7 and North Middlesex 12-4, but lost a hard-fought battle to Tingsboro 13-10. The Chieftains have come on strong down the stretch and seem to be getting big offensive performances from different guys each game. After their win yesterday against St. Bernard's, Neshoba has clinched district tournament berth, and recent results have shown that they are certainly a team to be feared in the postseason.
On Tuesday, the Neshoba softball team had their senior night. Congratulations to Gina Hinckley, Sam Maglione, Taylor Colvin, Amanda Selesky, and Haley Taddeo on a great 4 years of playing ball. The girls clinched a win, beating Groton 2-0, and played Wednesday 11-7 in extra innings, clinching Midwatch B-League title. They have a big game tonight at 7 against the Holy Name at Worcester State. The game is a fundraiser game to help autistic families around the area, and admission is free of charge. Voluntary donations are at the front gate. Come support the girls and help donate for a great cause.
And now back to Leah and Erin.
Thanks, Sean and Jasper. And for our last story of the day, many of you know and use the One Day app created by Jeff Taylor Chang and his team. The app has now reached an impressive 650 downloads. You can sign up for One Day account. The account acts like a mini social network where you can send friend requests. Schedules are now synced to the clouds that users can use their accounts on multiple different devices and get their schedules anywhere. They can also view their friends' schedules and see who has lunch with them each day. One Day has been used nearly 30,000 times this year alone, and we'll hope it will remain a part of the Neshoba experience for years to come. Thanks, Jeff. Well, that's it for today. Remember to follow us on Twitter at chieftain_chat.
Have a great time at prom, juniors. Don't forget to stay tuned for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.